Pradeep, as an urban planning specialist, right? What I want to ask you is, and this is just based on a layman's opinion of how we go around and how we see construction happening, right? So outside, let's say top 2 or 3 players in each city building state-of-the-art office parks. The way residential has been developed in India, right? Have you seen any change in either technology or in the way residential construction is actually done? Now you no longer have 2, 3 FSI, you have 4, 5, 6 FSIs, especially in cities like Delhi, Gurgaon, construction costs going up, but we are still very, very, very labor intensive, right? So 2 questions for you. One, have you seen significant radical improvements in technology or just the process of how this construction has happened? And secondly, do you feel there is a more efficient way of keeping costs down? Because I think the resi market will take a pause sooner than later. And in that context, suddenly construction cost becomes important, right? Because what used to be earlier 4,000 is now 8,000 per square foot. It's not an insignificant part of your land plus construction cost matrix. So would love to get your views on both.
If you analyze what happened in last 30 years, so till 2005, before that, this industry is largely dominated by the government agencies. DDA and other housing bodies are the main organization who are supplying the properties in the market. From 2005 onward, after the national housing policy announced, the government take the back seat. It become the policy provider, handholder, and the private sector started doing the large activities, development activities. Then it is a very local business. A developer doing project in Chandigarh or a developer doing project in Bangalore or Chennai, they are a local organization. They might be large, big, but they specialize in that particular region. And they are just evolving. From 2005 to 2015-16, they grew, they become big. But they are not matured enough to see that the entire cycle going up, then again collapsing, and then again going up. So lot of player in the market vanished. And at the same time, corporate bodies entered in this field. Now there are 3 types of player in the market. One is, no doubt, major player is government, whose role is providing large infrastructure and creating a new towns, like Noida Extension, Yamuna Expressway Authority area, where the lands are acquired, infrastructure developed, drainage, sewerage, master planning, the large infrastructure which required a huge money, acquiring land and getting it developed, need a humongous volume of money. That the larger burden is taken care by the government. In some cases, large developer like DLF and other developers are also doing large development. And then the small pieces of 5 acre to 100 acre, they cut that pieces and given to the various developer to get it developed. And now the corporate developers are also there, the large industrial houses. Now they become developer and they're doing number of activities, number of development, and they become a pan-India players. They are not, no more they are the regional player, but they are the pan-India players. And in the meantime, regional player also become, some player become big. So there are 3 types of players in the market. One is the large corporate players, industrial houses, regional player who are now become big, and government, which is the main agency which provide land for such kind of large development. And the financial need is very different for all 3 types. They have their own capacity to absorb fund. The structure is different. And the new structures is also now in the market to fund these projects. So like SM REIT is not there, REIT are in the market, AIF in the market, which are slightly more organized, refined way of funding the projects. But a government funding, doing large smart city projects, high-tech city projects are very different.
Thank you, Pradeep.
And Mr. Pradeep Misra, CMD Rudra Vishek Enterprises Limited. Thank you to all the speakers. May I now request you to please pose for a group photograph. I request all the speakers to please pose for a group photograph. Thank you so much to all the speakers.